What happens when two German performance SUVs go head-to-head and neither one wants to lose? On one side, the 2026 Porsche Cayenne GTS, a luxury performance machine built with Porsche racing DNA. On the other side, the BMW X3 M Competition, an aggressive SUV that feels more like a track weapon disguised as a family car. Both are fast, both are expensive, both promise supercar-level thrills in an SUV body. But here's the real question. Which one actually deserves your money in 2026? Today, we're comparing everything. Performance, sound, luxury, comfort, technology, reliability, practicality, and the hidden costs nobody talks about. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which SUV dominates the streets and which one might secretly disappoint you. So buckle up, because this battle is about to get intense. The 2026 Porsche Cayenne GTS looks like it was designed by someone who hates boring SUVs. It's wide, low, aggressive, and somehow still elegant. Porsche gave the GTS blacked-out trim, larger air intakes, sport exhaust tips, and massive wheels that scream performance. This thing doesn't beg for attention. It commands it. The LED lighting looks futuristic at night, and the rear light bar gives it that unmistakable Porsche identity. Everything about the Cayenne GTS says, "I'm expensive and I know it." Then there's the BMW X3 M Competition. And unlike the Porsche, subtlety is not part of the plan. Huge kidney grills, sharp body lines, quad exhausts, massive brake calipers. This SUV looks angry even when parked. BMW designed the X3 M Competition for people who want their SUV to look like it could destroy a racetrack at any moment. And honestly, it kind of can. The X3 M feels more aggressive visually, while the Cayenne GTS feels more premium and mature. One screams, the other growls. Under the hood of the 2026 Cayenne GTS is a twin-turbocharged V8 engine. And yes, it sounds absolutely insane. The V8 produces around 500 horsepower and delivers power in the smoothest, most addictive way possible. 0 to 60? Around 4 seconds. That's sports car territory. But numbers don't tell the whole story. The magic of the Cayenne GTS is how it delivers speed. The steering feels precise. The suspension feels planted. And the balance is unbelievably good for a vehicle this size. You don't drive the Cayenne GTS like an SUV. You drive it like a Porsche, and that changes everything. Now let's talk about the monster from BMW. The X3 M Competition uses a twin-turbo inline-6 engine producing over 500 horsepower. And this thing is violent. The acceleration feels explosive. Instant, aggressive, 0 to 60, also around 3.8 to 4 seconds. But unlike the Porsche, the BMW feels raw. Every gear shift punches hard. The exhaust crackles aggressively. And the suspension constantly reminds you this SUV was built for speed first, comfort second. Some people love that. Others hate it, because while the X3 M is insanely fast, it can also feel exhausting during daily driving. The Cayenne GTS produces a deep, rich V8 soundtrack that sounds expensive. Cold starts are dramatic. Downshifts sound addictive. And under acceleration, the exhaust note becomes pure Porsche theater. It's powerful without sounding childish. This is the kind of sound that turns tunnels into concert halls. The BMW X3 M Competition sounds more aggressive and artificial at the same time. It pops. It crackles. It bangs loudly during shifts. Some drivers love the aggressive personality. Others think BMW relies too heavily on synthetic sound engineering. Still, there's no denying the X3 M sounds brutal when pushed hard. Step inside the Cayenne GTS, and suddenly everything feels premium. The materials are incredible. Leather, Alcantara, metal finishes, ambient heating. Everything feels solid and expensive. Even the buttons have satisfying feedback. The seats are sporty but comfortable enough for long drives. And Porsche's newest infotainment system finally feels modern and responsive. The cabin feels like luxury mixed perfectly with performance. BMW's interior is more technology-focused. The curved display setup looks futuristic, and the digital gauges are sharp and customizable. The seats hug you tightly during aggressive driving, which feels amazing on twisty roads. But here's the problem. Some people feel BMW interiors have become too dependent on screens. The Porsche still feels more special overall. The BMW feels sporty and modern. The Porsche feels luxurious and timeless. This is where Porsche starts becoming dangerous for BMW. Because the Cayenne GTS doesn't just go fast. It feels special. The steering is incredibly accurate. Body roll is minimal. And the suspension adapts beautifully. You can drive aggressively without feeling like the SUV is fighting against you. It feels controlled, refined, confident. Even at high speeds, the Cayenne feels calm and stable. This is one of the few SUVs on Earth that genuinely drives like a sports car. The BMW X3 M Competition feels like pure adrenaline. It's stiffer, more aggressive, and more intense. On smooth roads, it feels incredible. But on rough roads, things change quickly. The suspension can feel harsh, very harsh. Passengers will notice. This SUV constantly reminds you it was engineered by BMW's M division. That sounds cool until you hit potholes every 5 seconds. The X3 M sacrifices comfort for aggression. The Porsche balances both far better. Surprisingly, the Cayenne GTS is extremely usable every day. You get decent cargo space, comfortable rear seating, smooth highway driving, and luxury-level comfort. It can be a family SUV during the day and a performance machine at night. That versatility is why so many people love Cayennes. The X3 M Competition is practical too, but it feels less relaxing. Fuel economy is worse. Ride comfort is rougher, and the aggressive tuning can become tiring over time. As a weekend performance SUV, amazing. As a daily driver, that depends on your tolerance for stiffness and noise. Now here's the part many YouTubers avoid talking about. Maintenance. Because owning a Porsche Cayenne GTS is not cheap. Repairs can become extremely expensive outside warranty. Oil changes cost more. Brakes cost more. Tires disappear quickly. And Porsche options alone can bankrupt your wallet. But despite the high costs, Porsche has improved reliability significantly in recent years. BMW maintenance isn't cheap either. In fact, high-performance M cars can become financial nightmares after heavy mileage. The X3 M Competition is extremely complex mechanically, and once warranty coverage disappears, repairs can become brutal. The aggressive tuning also means faster tire wear, higher fuel costs, and expensive brake replacements. Neither SUV is affordable to maintain, but that's the price of performance luxury. The 2026 Porsche Cayenne GTS starts expensive, but adding options changes everything. Want premium audio, Extra money. Sport packages? Extra money. Luxury upgrades? Extra money. It's frighteningly easy to push the price into six-figure territory. The BMW X3 M Competition usually offers better value initially. You get more standard features for less money. But depreciation can hit BMWs harder than Porsches. And that matters, because Porsche vehicles often hold value surprisingly well. Buy the Cayenne GTS if you want. The better luxury experience, smoother daily driving, incredible balance, premium craftsmanship, and one of the best driving SUVs ever made. It's the mature performance SUV. Fast, refined, and ridiculously capable. Buy the X3 M Competition if you want. Maximum aggression, track-like driving feel, sharper exhaust drama, and a more intense personality. The BMW feels wild. The Porsche feels perfected. So, which SUV wins? If you want the most balanced luxury performance SUV in 2026, the Porsche Cayenne GTS takes the crown. But if you want raw aggression and non-stop adrenaline, the BMW X3 M Competition still delivers one of the craziest driving experiences in its class. At the end of the day, both SUVs are incredible, but they target different personalities. The Porsche is the sophisticated athlete. The BMW is the angry fighter. And honestly, that's what makes this battle so good. So which one would you choose? The refined Porsche Cayenne GTS or the aggressive BMW X3 M Competition? Comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more insane car comparisons. Because next time, we're bringing even crazier machines to the channel.